welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're gonna do a timeless collective reading whenever this reading finds you. It's the right time. Keep in mind it's a general reading. See which messages feel like they resonate for you and hopefully bring clarity to whatever you're wondering. Remember that divine inner guidance is in you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. Speaking of love, this is going to be a love-focused reading. So it's not going to be for everyone, but if you are curious, concerned, confused about love, a certain situation, a certain person, this is the reading for you. Just keep in mind to take what resonates for your particular situation, what feels right. Leave the rest, that will be for someone else. And I did a little pre-pull of the energy, and the message is there is always a way. So maybe you or someone else was giving up hope or in the energy of doubt. Maybe the way is unusual, unexpected. Let's dive in and see what's going on. I feel like I'm all staticky today, so maybe there's a lot of electricity in a situation. Let's start with the divine truth. I'm going to split the deck in half just to shuffle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. A little clarity in the love department, person you're thinking about or somebody coming in, insight, clarity on any confusion, and movement going forward. Please and thank you. What would bring a little clarity first and foremost to your situation is that somebody feels like they are Humpty Dumpty. They feel shattered. They are really breaking something down. Maybe they feel broken right now, but it's so they can build themselves back up. There is somebody who maybe had all those pieces of the puzzle or pieces of a situation. Maybe something was sort of swept under the rug. I feel like somebody has taken the rug up, picked the rug up, put everything out in front of them, and they're seeing what they need to keep, what they need to change, and what they need to just throw away. I feel like there's some organizing happening in somebody's life. This is somebody who had habits, whatever that is. It's habits that weren't working anymore, but I feel like they are being seen and addressed now. Old habits are breaking down, and a new version of them is being revealed. I do feel like somebody is sort of like waiting for the big reveal. They want to have more of the pieces put together first, maybe before they come forward. For some of you, maybe it's before they communicate. But I feel like there's a beautiful new energy coming in. I feel like somebody's going to feel really different. So whatever was repeating before between you and them, I feel like it's not going to be on repeat anymore. So even if there's a redo or a reunion or a reconnection, something like that, I feel like it's going to hold. It's going to feel different. I just see like Humpty Dumpty, and I feel like the universe, God is coming through with some spiritual super glue, but I feel like the pieces that are coming together are arranged differently. They're arranged better. I feel like something was a mismatch before. Maybe this person had mismatched energies in their life, or you and them became sort of a mismatch in energy. I do feel like you're not, or this person isn't the only one that needed to work on something. I feel like you're also getting a kind of glow up. I feel like there's changes that are happening in you for the better as well. Clarity on shattered. Please and thank you. Proposal. Well, somebody's getting themselves looking all clean and proper because they have a big proposal for you. That's a pretty big, that's not just a love offer. That's pretty big. This is somebody who is thinking about getting married to you. They're thinking that you are their person. You are their forever person. This is where somebody wants to take the right steps, have the right action. I'm getting also their action matching words. I feel like somebody is thinking about you and them living together, what you can build together, how you've already grown because of each other or together, or maybe even as a catalyst. So you grew independently but apart. But I feel like there's been growth on both of your parts. Let's move in together and get married. That's really big. I feel like some of you are going to be really surprised by this, but I also feel like you've had thoughts about the exact same thing as this person. So clarity on shattered and proposal, taking the next steps in the relationship. So for some of you, that step is way in the future. That is not something that you are thinking about right now. Maybe for some of you, this is just somebody calling you their boyfriend or their girlfriend. You know, this is maybe somebody just saying the big I love you. Maybe this is just clarity for some of you. So wherever you are at, this is a next step from there. But I do feel like it's gonna feel pretty solid, pretty fast. But how fast you do move, how fast you build with each other, is a completely personal dynamic between you and them. Let's get another message, please and thank you. Oh, wow. You're dancing in love. I love this. I do feel like you had something spinning round and round. And I feel like, oh, I just thought of that girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Oh, I like that song a lot. Go ahead, put your hair down. Maybe somebody's feeling a little loose, like looser, more relaxed, more like themselves. I feel like somebody does feel their truth around you. I am surrendering. This is somebody who's letting go. They're just going with the rhythm of whatever record is on at the time, whatever chapter you are in, whatever the energy or dynamic is. I do feel like if somebody was trying to sort of wrap something around or rope somebody in, somebody's loosened that hold, whether that is you or that is them. And I feel that loosening, that letting go, that just going with the flow brought a beautiful cadence. It brought a better rhythm than, trying to, I don't know, I just see an automatic record player, or I see it like a playlist, like, every single song you have on all your channels, whatever comes up next, that's what you're gonna go with. Because life is complicated. There are ups and downs, good days, bad days, weird days, boring days. I feel like it's just going with whatever it is that you have come in. It's allowing the cadence of your soul and allowing us to dance in love. This is giving me four of wands energy, because that's the card that for me is the saying yes to the dance. I do feel like somebody was sort of just energetically a little too worried about their two left feet. And I feel like somebody doesn't even care anymore. I feel like somebody was sitting on the sidelines wishing that they were up there dancing with you, but just not asking you. I feel like all they needed to do was ask, maybe to reach out their hand. I think I just went Hootie and the Blowfish on you guys. I just thought of this, out of all of the songs, how is that the one that came through? I just thought of, I think it's Hold Your Hand or something like that. I haven't heard it in a while. What is another message? Please and thank you. That would be helpful. Somebody can't sit on the sidelines much longer. I did see you having some kind of glow up. You're literally glowing in your spiritual black light here, and your like puffy paint situation you have going on. I do feel like you've painted a different picture for this person, or you've shown them a different light or filter to everything than this person has ever seen before. I do feel like you're kind of incomparable, irresistible. I cannot resist you. Somebody's not going to be, if there's distance, you know, I feel like you know this person has this energy with you. Maybe that's why there's some distance, because as soon as they get together with you, there you are. You know, so I do feel like you groove with this person. I feel like they're just as irresistible to you. I mean, if you're here thinking about this person and curious and concerned and confused, I feel like you find them irresistible, and you see that they have a different glow than anyone else as well. I don't think this is coming from unrequited, only one way kind of dynamic. I cannot resist you. You are, it's pretty big, the best I've ever had, and you have my undivided attention. So I mean, you have somebody thinking about the future. They're putting themselves back together here. They're dancing in their underwear like Tom Cruise in that movie. I'll find whatever, I don't even know what song that is. Is that old time rock and roll? Maybe. I'm going way back, but I will find that song. Maybe somebody's dancing in their underwear because of you. I do feel, because this is in the dark and yet there's a light, I do feel like there's something that you shined a light on that only your viewpoint or only your spiritual light saw. So maybe here, since somebody's breaking down old habits, you forced or amplified or were the catalyst to somebody facing some shadow sides of themselves. And I feel like they did that to you too, because if you're mirroring somebody, we all have shadow sides. We all have sides of us that we don't always want to look at. Sometimes we know it's there. Sometimes we have no idea until there's a light shining on it. And sometimes you don't want to face something out of fear. But I feel like this is being faced with strength. And I feel like that's different. I feel like it's really beautiful. I do feel like if somebody is trying to not think about you, it's not working. It's not working. They're thinking about you all of the time. Somebody's thinking about how you move, the future. I'm even getting how strong you are. I feel like somebody has seen you go through either like a metamorphosis or maybe even many trials and tribulations in your life, and they've seen how you've gotten up, how you took that situation that was a fail or, a low of some kind, and you turned it around and made it a light. You made yourself better because of it. You created changes. It's like, you made that weird lemon into lemonade. I feel like that was really inspiring. All right, so let's get another one. Clarity on shattered. Let me show you all these so far. Hold on. Irreplaceable, dancing in love, proposal, shattered. What is another message? Please and thank you. There's your transformation. So somebody's putting themselves back together different. Someone's growing their spiritual wings. It's probably both of you. Somebody is no longer resisting these changes. They're desiring to fly. They're desiring something to be different. This is somebody who's come out of this shattered, all over the place, unorganized, pretty much having the whole puzzle there, but it wasn't put together right. Or maybe something wasn't put in the right foundation. It's kind of like having those seeds in the wrong garden. I feel like somebody has tended their own garden, self-love, and that was what was needed. And now somebody recognizes they don't want to be crawling on the ground like a caterpillar. They don't want to be stuck in that little weird bubble that's a cocoon. These wings are getting itchy. Time to come on out and do something different. This is somebody who is conscious, which is where it all starts. If somebody is now conscious and they are aware of their thoughts, they're aware of what needs to change, they're aware of who they are, they're aware, very much aware of who you are, then it's somebody who is transforming to their higher self to be with you because they want to fly with you. They don't want to, look at you up there flying around and just stay crawling on the ground. But I do feel like if you were up there in the ether and you were only tapped into only spiritual energy, you do need to get grounded too. You need to connect to the 3D, to your earth, to your reality. And I feel like you do need to put your hands on a project you love or walk in the direction where you feel stable and secure and grounded and good. I don't feel like it's just one person elevating to catch up. It's a constant back and forth of healing within us as humans. We are spiritual beings in a human body. So you have to tap into both energies. You have to take those spiritual lessons and then be here to live, to be in this school, to go through things. Clarity on, I feel like I was kind of up there on a soapbox a little bit for you. That was like a very stern message that came through for you guys. So let's get another message. Let's see if it's a little softer. What is one more? Let's just get one more and then let's go to the tarot. One more message on transformation, irresistible, dancing in love, proposal, shattered. Please and thank you. Well, that's good. Look at what you got. You got enlightenment. Somebody is looking at all of the facets of who they are. This is that person transforming, and maybe somebody just never saw something in a spiritual perspective. They were really grounded, had, their life together, they were working on everything, but when somebody suddenly wakes up, when somebody has that epiphany, that moment where they see that their inner world is directly connected to what's out there, that I'm even getting that we are energetic beings. I feel like somebody is feeling more energy, tapping into that enlightenment, trusting their intuitive side. I'm also getting with this amethyst that I feel like whoever this is has had gifts inside them for a long time, because when I think of the crystals, I just think of memory, and I think of like how they're billions of years old. They grow just really, 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 really slow. But it's long lasting and eternal. So I do feel like this is not just a happening in this lifetime kind of growth. It's been happening for many, many lifetimes. But I do see as this go around being different somehow, where something is maybe more revealed, more open than it ever could have been, maybe in different centuries, different whatever, different timelines, different universes. But I feel like this is pretty big. This is somebody who recognizes truth, the truth of who they are, the truth of who you are, the truth in a situation maybe they didn't want to see before. And somebody can't hide. They can't be the ostrich sticking their head in the sand anymore, pretending something's not going on around their around their butt. I feel like this is somebody who kind of got a little kick in the ass somehow, but in the best way possible. It was a kick in the ass that was needed. Can't hide from what you've shown me. So you did show somebody something. You pointed something out. You expressed yourself different. You introduced them to glowing in the dark. You showed them that you can have wings. Maybe you even showed them how to ground that spiritual energy. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what's going on. Let me see. I have this one. I have the 8 coins tattoo tarot. Let's see what comes out. Get a little clarity for you guys. What would be helpful? Oh, I did want to pull. Hold on. Let's sidetrack. Let's go to my gigantic deck. Let's just get like 2 cards besides the initial one that always away. So I have, speaking of really big decks of cards, this one just keeps growing, keeps transforming, bigger and bigger. So let's just get 2. One from this half to be helpful for you. Well, this keeps coming through for you guys. You got a blast from the past. So this is somebody that you are already connected to. For some of you, maybe this is somebody you don't expect coming in. This is giving you a little insight on what somebody else has gone through, and there's going to be a new connection or a reconnection. But I'm also seeing that this is you looking at your past differently. Maybe even having some peace with some past situations that you were not at peace with. But I feel like this is also you blasting off into the future from where you are now. I feel like this is bringing a lot of growth. I feel like it's that thing I saw where this growth, this time, this go around, this chance to enlighten yourself or someone else is just bigger than what you have done either in the past, in this life, or if you believe in other lives. I just feel like energy just continues. It just changes form. So let's get one from this half. What is another message to be helpful? And then we will go to the... Oh, that's a nice message. That's beautiful because it's deep. You know, this is, if you're making love with someone, I do feel like this has a spiritual inner tone to it. And it is, I mean, I just heard off the charts. I mean, I did see something blasting off. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Somehow when I do these love readings, I always get like, I always start to blush. So let's see. Maybe some of you have been thinking about that for a long time. All right, what are some messages? Clarity on movement. Let's see what the foundation is. What is the foundational energy that would be helpful to have awareness of? Please and thank you. You got the sun. Wow. You have the sun, guys. I mean, if there's anything that is a good, solid foundation to be on, it's this. I always feel like when the sun comes through in a reading for me, it just overpowers anything else that happens. Any other messages that come through. It brings ultimate clarity. It's true awareness. It's ultimate growth. I mean, it's our star. It's there. You can't miss the sun. So this is an energy or a situation that it's not gonna pass you by. Maybe it's a cloudy day. Maybe it's a cloudy year. The sun's still there. There's still growth occurring, and there's still light that will always come back. Sometimes you have to have moments of darkness. You have to have periods in that cocoon so cells can completely, become a big old mush and then reform into something totally different. I don't even see this negative at all. I just see it as a little bit of a delay. But it's still coming. Something's happening. Something is meant for you. If it's not this person you're thinking about, you're not going to miss this energy when it comes in. For some of you, you have gone through something with a soulmate, with a very special person, because that's what you needed to learn that lesson, to go through that cycle, to get you ready for whatever is coming in. For some of you, it was going through a situation with someone you were in love with to get you to the point where you get to be independent and you get some time to figure out who you are. Dancing around your own house in your underwear, because that's really strong. This is a strong energy no matter what it is. And it's truth, enlightenment, acceptance, happiness. This is also you tapping into the energy that's kind of like a child, just in your, maybe not even your underwear, but now you're in your birthday suit. You're just completely comfortable. Accepting of who you are, accepting of someone else. This is really, really nice. It's number 19. I like how even the sun kind of looks like it's got like a painted face. I don't know why these two kind of look alike. It just makes me think of, I don't know why I just thought of, what is that, like football players put the makeup there to like help so their eyes can shield from the sun. So maybe this is a person that has really bright light. Maybe it's almost like you got to put your like sunglasses on. Maybe somebody couldn't even handle that light before, and somebody's found the right little like kind of makeup situation so they can handle the light. But I feel like the reflection that's coming back is just as bright. I don't know why I saw that. I hope that's helpful for some of you. Maybe you connect to football or makeup or puffy neon glow in the dark paint. Maybe you're particularly connected to amethysts. Let me just look at these cards and see what else I got. I also get that some of you are musicians, but I feel like some of you are more like a DJ. You actually prefer to play a real record. That beautiful, slightly scratchy sound that it has that you just can't get anywhere else other than an actual vinyl record. Maybe vinyl. Clarity. Oh, I don't even know what that is, but that's our clarity. Oh my gosh, guys. You got the chariot. The chariot's jumping out. You're back in control. You're taking control. I always see the chariot is the vehicle, the mode of transportation that is meant for the emperor and the empress. They're the ones that have the VIP pass. They're the ones that can hold the key to get that thing on. The divine, masculine, and feminine. And this is where even if there's no one in the passenger seat, you're deciding to get in the driver's seat. You decide to take control where it needs to be, which is what you can control. Release it out there where it doesn't need to be or where it doesn't belong. If it's out of your control, let it go. Worrying about it's not going to change the outcome. But if you're in your own path, driving your own way, you can control where your outcome is, or you can redirect yourself if you don't like where you ended up. It's recognizing that there could have been horses, forces, sphinxes that may have tried to pull you different directions, weren't working together. and you're either releasing those energies or you're deciding to work with the ones that are working with you. Here, there are no horses. Your chariot is just you in front of this gigantic castle. It's like you have a wreath of glory. You have moons on your shoulder pads. Look, you got some style there. So you are slicing something in half. I just thought of like, what is that, Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon? I'm not even sure what song to put. But I feel like you have, I don't know, sliced something in half and utilized it. Maybe I just heard half past. I don't know what that means. Maybe a time? You got these big blue feathers in front of you. And I feel like you have tapped into maybe your different emotional halves. Maybe you had like multi-emotions going on, going in different directions. Or that could have been someone else. Maybe that was the horses. You know, happy, sad. Like elevated, confused. Kind of all over the place. I feel like something is leveled out. And this is also the victory card. This is happiness, victory, spiritual path, forward movement, energy, drive, ambition. It's really beautiful. What's at the bottom? 6 of Swords. So smoother waters ahead. You've left the baggage, the lessons you've gone through, where it belongs, on the dock. You've emptied anything that was heavy in your mind that you were trying to decide on or figure out or be clear about. And you've become clear, and you're heading away from that cloudy situation and sailing to smoother waters. If it was choppy before, this is where it's not choppy anymore. You redirect your energy, the way you communicate, and the way your thoughts, I hear like your thought patterns. I actually see you like rewiring something in your brain. So if something was going around and around, I actually see you doing different habits. And I feel like that conscious energy going on here is you and or someone else having more conscious awareness of where your thoughts are taking you. Are they taking you to storms all the time, drama situations, confusion, or are you choosing to go where you're clear? You know, choosing to go in the direction that feels like it's easy. And if there's a storm blowing because it's his life, you have the right equipment to get through that storm differently. You know, if it's gonna blow your boat all over the place, maybe there's a storm of blowing, maybe it's to put down that sail. So I'm not a sailor, so it's just sort of what I see. Or it's going around something until something's calmed down and then it's addressed. It could even be you. If you were always sort of jumping into something when it was stormy inside of you, and maybe it's about your reaction, so that when you feel that storm of brewing, you don't instantly react. You have more control. And that will change the outcome. That awareness is very, I hear it's very powerful. Here, it's wanting to sail away and keeping yourself tied to the dock. It's knowing you've learned that lesson and that doesn't work for you anymore, and you drag it along like it's baggage. And I feel like there's big changes coming through. There's something that's not going to be the same way. You don't even need the ropes. You left even that rope that maybe was tying you down or holding you back, keeping you stuck. Getting y'all, I hear tongue-tied before. I mean, it is swords, it is communication and like mental activity and thoughts. So maybe you were getting tongue-tied or somebody else was. I feel like somebody's not anymore. And they're riding along this sea of emotion like it's nothing. It feels very peaceful. So I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. Let's get you a rock star. And we're gonna end with this. I don't know where the rock stars are. I don't know where the rock stars are. Where'd they go? Well, oh, here. Right in. It's always like right in front of my face. Okay, what is a rock star? Or to connect with you right now. Please and thank you. Hi, babe. Good timing. Good timing. We're gonna go play with the ball as soon as I'm done with this reading. Yeah. One rock star for you guys. What is this? Take action. Chuck Berry energy. There is a lot of energy here. What's here? You got like a firework. Mountains. You also have this snake skin. So you are shedding your old skin, your old ways. I see all these bottles. I want to say there's some kind of song about a bottle. Message in a bottle. Maybe that one. Let's see if I could find any other songs about bottles. I feel like you've sent the message or you're uncorking something. Maybe somebody's quirky. Maybe I needed to hear that. Maybe you kind of like how somebody's a little bit quirky. Or maybe it's about taking beautiful action on something that is kind of unusual about you. I feel like that's going to be very attractive to others, and it might not be this person, maybe just a project you're working on. Kind of embracing your quirkiness. That's a cute little message. What's one more? Nostalgia, Bruce Springsteen. I mean, you did get a blast from the past. So maybe it's redirecting your repeating thoughts. Do you remember when Bruce Springsteen? I just like these hands holding each other. And there's a boat. You got a boat. So maybe for some of you, it's not even a sailboat. Maybe it's a speedboat. You do have a lot of action here. I'm going to leave you guys with that. And I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning here, thank you for coming back. I feel so blessed to be here with all of you. I love you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.